Today's episode of the Federation's Finest podcast is brought to you by The House, the feature film, now streaming on Tubi. After a freak accident and a night out drinking leaves two of their friends dead, the lives of 6 teens are changed forever with the discovery of a mysterious revive serum that can bring one of their dead back to life, but only one. Now torn into multiple groups and fighting amongst each other, these teens must decide who they are, what they believe in, and what truly is the value of a life. Stream The House, directed by Miles Ross, now on Tubi for free, or head to thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. That is thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. Hello and welcome to the Federation's Finest. Let's get this party started. I'm sick of being you. I'm your host, Miles. I'm a filmmaker from Seattle, but I'm also a big mech fan. I grew up on Gurren Lagann. I'm currently watching through Gal Geiger and Pad Labor with my brother, but I'm a die-hard Gundam fan at heart. With this show, this podcast, this little thing we got going on here, I'm here to lead 3 Gundam newbies through the series and see if we can figure out what this giant robot thing is all about. We'll be covering this series in my own special order, emulating, but not quite following, the experience of discovering the show on Toonami or the early internet in the early 2000s. On today's episode, we're covering the finale of our coverage of Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin, Advent of the Red Comet, the TV show, not the movie compilation. Episodes 12 and 13, Char the Red Comet, and the 1 Year War. If you want to watch along with us, you should go watch those. Gentlemen, it's been a long journey. Who else do we got here today?
Here to sell guns at the Peace Talks. I'm Tom, a filmmaker from Alaska, and decently familiar with mechs, at least in the Western style. Here to basically shitpost.
I love it. Well, I guess that transitions into me. I'm Leo, local space cowboy, one of the Gundam newbies. Currently watching through Iron-Blooded Orphans on my own time, constantly asking Miles here what I need to and can't watch. Learning about certain kits that I'm not supposed to know about, apparently. But nonetheless, I am here to stir the pot between Tom and Miles, constantly going back and forth between the science of it, while also proving that this is just different flavored 40k, because I am a diehard Warhammer 40k fan.
And I am Kenneth Kenny. I'm a casual anime fan, but kind of grew up with some more bigger mech anime, knowing some of the plot of this whole series, but not fully, and we started from the beginning, and now we're at the end of the origin, and I can't wait to see how we go into the original anime. So
sweet.
Yep.
Hey, I thank you all for being here as far as we are into this journey. You guys' openings like always crack me up, because at a certain point in Zeta Gundam, and I'm just postmarking this right now, about episode 38 of Zeta Gundam, this is gonna stop being, yeah, I'm a mech fan, I'm a 40k fan, I'm just happy to be here. It's gonna be F you, Miles, F you, I hate you, hef you. Why'd you show me this? You'll understand.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a long time coming. Another 13 episode Gundam stretch before we get into our proper full Gundam series, the final part of the origin. And if we're ready just to dig in, I had no notes. Besides, we are now at the point where I don't really have to canon check anything. So let's begin.
Thank the Emperor for that.
Episode 12, Char the Red Comet.
Hey, Dad, do you like me? Well, son, if I had to say, I think you're a cross between Hitler and Napoleon.
Yeah, Although, I do want to point out, like 31 seconds in, because we got the opening, we got everybody waving the flags, like woo, Zig Zion, and all that legally not Hitler stuff. We have this opening shot of the Zabi's castle, and I'm gonna post
what
this
is that?
I will show you what that is right now.
I have been waiting so long for you guys to point this out.
So I just posted in
It's
general
so
chat
dumb.
a screenshot of the castle, right? And next to it, I have posted a picture of the best art that I could find for the city of Komarog, which is the home of the Dark Elves in 40k. These are the same picture.
It's people trying to be edgy with architecture. It's classic Xeon.
What
So let's
do you
put
mean?
spikes on everything.
Guys, we're not evil. What do you mean? What does that look evil to
I
you?
swear it has.
It's
over
not about
time
being
progressively
evil, it's about
gotten spikier.
looking evil.
They
It's about
look like
looking
they don't know
intimidating.
anything greater than a 45-degree angle.
No, there's some rights in there.
No, those are Reichs.
Yeah, I mean, you got turrets going, like, the down spiral turrets for what possible reason?
Yeah,
Just
what's
so
down
many
there?
turrets.
Who knows?
Yeah. So, but here's the funny thing, is initially I was like, that'd be, like, wild if you, like, found that and formed it into this castle. That'd be so cool. And it's like, wait a minute. This is an entirely constructed environment. They built that.
Yeah.
They designed
Everything
that.
here is custom built. They wanted it to look that way.
They
chose
had a
that.
group of people that drew this up, and they went, "Yup, that one."
I'm picturing Degwin like showing it to friggin' Cassilia and Giran in the because friggin' Dozel and Garma are like, yeah, Dad, it looks great, and then they're like, does this look evil? And they both look at each other like, are we gonna tell him? Or he's like,
Dozel and Garma are
No,
just happy to.
Degwin asked
there.
for an opinion, and the two of them looked at each other and at the same time said, more turrets.
so you know what's
Right.
funny? I can't find, if I can, I'll try to go back to episode 1. I'm not sure if I got it available to me right now. It didn't always used to look like that.
Yeah,
we
I was about
have
to say,
what
like, in
Yeah.
the beginning, this had to be way like normal.
In the beginning, it was just a normal regal looking palace, and it got like progressively eviler. There's a joke people like make, which is a little bit true. That's like, have you ever noticed that like evil, ugly politicians and people in the world, like mean people, look evil for some reason?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's like the nastiness inside, like at some point over the years, like grows and exits into your physical appearance, and this is that, man. I'm just picturing the building doing that to itself over time. But yeah.
But then, yep, as Tom said, if I had to compare you, you'd be like Napoleon or Hitler. Although,
Yeah.
was a quote.
watching Giran rattle his fucking head off like he does all the time, anytime he gets screen time. Watching him walk in those fucking boots at around 1:30 into the episode is exactly how I imagined him walking in those boots, and it's fucking hilarious
You
to
mean
me
the
how dumb
goose
it looks.
stepping boots?
The goose stepping boots. Look at them things, dude. They go up to his knees.
I guess you could call it his Giran's Greed video game for the Sega Saturn, if I'm correct.
Yeah, and it's it's so dumb.
Yeah. Well, we get to a nice little ball, and everything's going great. And again, you don't know.
Skip a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
keep going,
Yes.
keep going. I'm covering.
You're skipping Shredder coming out the woodwork saying, "Oh, I'll always
Yeah.
have your
Yeah,
back."
Degwin and
With
Cassilia
a
being
dagger.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
really
right.
Like him. Me neither.
It's like, I'll always be there for you, Dad. Stab.
Yeah, right. With a knife.
Mm.
Like, all that was missing was the dramatic stinger. But
Fucking. Then we got little
Yeah.
baby Garma.
crying because he wants to see real war again.
He
Even
wants
the
to be
last
the front
time he
lines.
saw frontline combat, he just
He wants to
went
get off
immediate
his
shell
dad's
shock
lap.
and cried. Like,
Dad's, granddad's, whichever one.
It's funny.
Ugh.
Oh, well, Degwin's his dad. He's
Yeah.
way older than he probably should
Okay.
be to have this kid, but
Yeah,
he's mentioned that.
he's mentioned.
yeah, he's
that.
brought it up. You're right. The thing that cracks me up is like, you ever see those pictures of like historical figures or like old celebrities like in their normal clothes. I love Dozel and Dozel, Minerva, and I keep forgetting Dozel's wife. Just sitting here in their casual clothes as Garma's like, I want to be on Earth, I want to be at the war,
Man,
and
this kid's having a breakdown.
and he's like, sweetie, like they're just so normal. They're like, sweetie, let him go to war with you, and he's like, I don't know, honey, should he? It's great.
I mean, with how, for lack of a better term, beta Garma has been up until this point, this might be a norm for them. Like he is full blown crying in front of this entire, like, his brother and his, like, entire family.
Yeah, the purple haired zombies are not as strong willed as the, I don't know, other
Ones that survive car explosions.
Yeah. I was gonna. Well, he's Degwin and Garma both have purple hair, which makes me either believe. Sorry, Dozel and Garma.
I was about to say,
Degwin has no hair.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering,
Yeah.
did Degwin have the hair, or do Dozel and Garma have the same mom? Or is Degwin just exclusively shagging it up with his friggin' purple haired harem for some kids?
okay, listen, this might be, what is this, a 2019 anime? This is still anime. These are just the shades of color just represents their main characterness.
Yeah, of course.
Is there gene modding in Gundam?
Okay, people. Okay, so people have talked about this for years. Maybe later down the line, just assume that's their natural hair color and don't think about it. It's an anime from the 70s. There certainly is in Gundam Seed, like episode 1 of Gundam Seed is like, there's reasons these characters have this hair color, but that's a different universe. So for now, literally
all the new types have main character hair. I get it. I see
well,
it.
all the space noids seem to, which makes me think maybe they just modified purple hair. By the way, just shout out Kenny. Shared something there in general.
Yeah,
that
it
is
was from episode 1 in their like home when they're discussing post Sauce Bro exploding. But yeah,
that is what it used to look like.
it looked like that. I'm like, that didn't look like before.
So it used to look like just kind of a Play-Doh castle.
Yeah.
It looks like a partially deflated bouncy house castle with a window in the center.
Yeah, you're right, huh?
And it became like Skeletor's mansion plus Brainiac's head with Noosh Von Steen growing out of it.
Yeah.
It looks like that Pokemon that's like a speaker box. I can't remember.
Oh, fucking X-Cloud.
Is it? Yeah.
X-Cloud's a cathedral organ.
Yes, X-Cloud. It looks like X-Cloud to me. It went from X-Cloud to the evolved one in the head shape, actually.
You're right. Don't.
Loudred to X-Cloud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we go to the
child
the ball scenario, similar
ball.
to the 8th MS team.
Oh,
So-
I loved this entire scene.
Char gets a boy band reception.
Char, so you showed up at this party and all these girls were talking to you? Yes, that happened. Like, everyone exclusively was talking to you? Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
They announced everyone. There was a bit of cheering. They announced my name. Every girl in the place screamed immediately. Half of them swooned.
A girl of every complexion, by the way. There's a black girl, brown girl, several different, like, varieties of white. Everyone loves me. I also, before we get to Garma's thing, just the friggin' Fujoshi crowd cracks me up 100%. This whole scene y'all know what Fujoshis are, right? I know me and Kenny know.
Nah, man.
Okay, weird internet thing. It's the young ladies who love the boys love manga, like oh my gosh, they're cute boys. Maybe they're about
Tweak and Craig.
Yes, it's Tweak and Craig. Yeah, it's the Tweak and Craig joke from South Park. Yeah, full Fujoshi in
Jesus.
this.
Well, that's a connection that'll never get unsewed. Thanks, Tom. But seriously, you could cut the sexual tension of that fight with a knife.
And it's only one way. It is only Garma.
It is entirely one way.
Oh, it's entirely.
You think you're better than me? Huh? You think you're so handsome and taller and cooler? I
was
say
waiting
that.
for Char to just reach out and pat him on the head. Like
that.
Yeah,
that
It's
is.
just I have in my notes just Char goes poke, poke, poke.
Pushes all of the right buttons.
Yeah. It's like you want to come up to me and start barking, I'm gonna piss you off.
Yeah, like Garma's fully the one that causes a scene here.
Yeah.
And he's like, legitimately every single thing is just projected outwards. I'm the same rank as you now, yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
cool.
do better. I'm gonna do
genius,
ground.
man.
I'm
Look
gonna
at my own
Kinda,
success.
man.
ground warfare is so much harder than space warfare. It doesn't matter.
That's not what he says. He says bloodier.
Bloodier, yes.
He's like, there's a higher chance I'm gonna die. That makes me cooler.
By the way, that whole incident at the school, the rebellion, was like a year ago. So this is legitimately you meeting up with your buddy like a year after high school and being like, see how much cooler. It's like, bro, we're just going through life, man.
Dudes now, yeah. Yeah, speaking of ground warfare, Tom, I want your thoughts on these land vehicles.
Oh, would you like a name? Keep talking off.
There's a Xeon.
The Star Wars battle droid.
That's exactly what I wrote down.
Yup.
It looks exactly like the Phantom Menace droid carriers.
Yes, sir.
Like, and painted orange for some reason, probably because it was construction equipment.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let's not forget that the what was it? The mobile suit or whatever that their first mech was, that fought the gun tank.
Yeah, that's why I was saying
the same color. Yeah.
I almost spoiled you guys very bad. Let me pull up this link. Hey, say hello to the Gallop.
Okay, these are the same things again.
Xeon
with the classic Xeon, like, let's put our engine rocket pod things out to the side for no reason.
It's actually a class of vehicle. There is the standard one, which you can see there. And then there is, let me make sure I have it up here. There's the Gallop carrier class, which has it's got a little baby bump. It's got a little...
It's a beetle.
It's a beetle.
Aunt Fanny.
General information.
I mean, a lot of that size and design is because it's got to be that big to carry Zaku inside it.
Yeah. General information. 48 meters. Very big carrier machine. I'm trying to see if I can find weight carrier information.
Doesn't seem that heavy. How fast can it? How much faster than a Zaku can it go? Because it doesn't seem that heavily defended.
Do not have the information on speed right now.
It seems to be like a tank for them.
The Gallop was a moderately small land ship that emphasized speed, agility, and mobile suit transport over durability and firepower. It hovered above the ground with a thermonuclear-powered air cushion system, Minovsky particles. In front of the box-shaped hole, there is a large hatch and ramp directly connected to the hangar, capable of launching up to 3 onboard mobile suits. Though it could
Seems really small.
Yeah.
I feel like you could pack more in there.
Yeah.
But to immediately shoot down Garma here, let's not point out the fact that he's not in a mobile suit. He's not firing a single bullet. He's just shouting at people from atop a Gallop.
You know what he is doing? Raining shells down on fleeing mothers.
Yes.
Committing various war crimes. You are right.
Garma, unfortunately,
he's
now
got to
is
be a
war
zombie
crime
somehow.
committer. Yeah.
I mean, that is what gets him the zombie parade, is just screaming, "Onward! Blood!"
Very, very Cornite of them.
Yeah.
It's one of the original
I think that does come later, but...
It's so dumb looking.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. It's classic Xeon engineering.
Well,
it really is.
I mean, you have the absolutely stupid design of getting to the cockpit via this little anglerfish nubbin you got going on.
It's a periscope, so they can see above the trees.
Ah, yes.
So dumb.
A question, just since we haven't asked it in a minute. Okay, do you think Garma is a good guy or a bad guy overall?
I think he's confused in more ways than one.
I think he wants to be a good guy, and the more he wants to be a good guy, the more bad stuff he ends up doing, or the more he opens himself up to people like Char to
Doing
get him to
bad
do
things.
bad things.
You, Kenny?
I don't know yet.
All right. Well, do you think
I don't think he's
Char?
inherently super bad, but we'll have to see, I guess.
Gotcha. Do you
Evil through negligence.
think evil through good intentions? He's
The
he
road to hell is paved with good intentions.
he's written like a character that you're like he is written like the first or second villain of like your DM's campaign, the D&D campaign, who's like just morally ambiguous enough for you to feel bad for him. You know?
Yeah, I'd give him second in that case, just because he's gonna pull at your heartstrings just a little bit, just to feel a little bad. But it's only like during the swing of the sword, you know?
What about Char? Do you think Char is a good guy or a bad guy?
I think Char is Char.
I think if you think Char is bad, you're bad. Because he is so obviously on the side of good. He's just so much better than us. He was clearly given these powers, these skills for a reason, to lead us towards the light.
To lead us to reclaiming the galaxy
Yes.
in the name of man, as it is rightfully ours.
Well, the solar system and its immediate
The
like
name of space noids.
Yeah,
Not even the solar
hey,
system, the Earth sphere.
Earth sphere, yeah, Earth.
hold on, no, let's give him it. Let's give him the solar system, because you know the Emperor had
There
to start somewhere
are-
too, and that was the Augmentum Solar.
Yeah, no, because it was definitely easier to build 100,000 some odd O'Neill cylinders than to colonize Europa.
Yeah, they
Duh.
we did see earlier they talked about Jupiter refueling. The farthest you will see Federation or Xeon bases out for the most part is orbiting satellites around Jupiter, but that's literally military installations that take months to get to, if not years. With Medovsky technology.
Oh boy,
There once was a ship that put a seed.
moving right along here though. You know, Revel
That's
Revel
a
and
POW facility.
yep. But
With
then
His
Revel.
old
Let's
friend
go.
Girin comes to see him. His old friend
Degwin.
Degwin comes to
Degwin.
see him.
Degwin,
Yep.
yeah.
And he's like, "This shit
Howdy.
sucks." And he's like, "Shit sucks. All right, bye."
Yep, and then we're in a museum.
Yeah,
With some uppity, snuffity, can't not look down at you.
we meet a man who Kenny messaged me earlier and was like, "How the hell do you pronounce this in English?" Because I'm reading the subs.
It's
I'm in
mansplaining.
sub.
His name is Mansplaining Mike.
Pretty
All
much.
right?
Name
Because
is... Go on.
all of the energy this man puts off in his first like 10 seconds of opening is, I will explain to you your favorite topic that you went to school to study.
Yeah, I will explain to you your own life's work as if you
Yeah.
were a child.
This is
Yeah.
Makuve, who many have considered Xeon's like Himmler, or like, we have to figure out all these artifacts from around the world figure in Xeon. He is very big on Earth history and Earth knowledge and European Earth knowledge, and it seems Cassilia has taken an interest in one Makuve here, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
She wants him to tank the peace talks, which is ironic because later we learned that nobody's there for no one's there for peace.
No,
This
what
is the
is
start
that?
of sustainable warfare, and Raytheon would like to print money.
Well, if speaking of that, just sharing my screen for a second. Here we have one Makuve. Does not have a first name, by the way. His first name is
I
Just
did not
Makuve.
realize that was that's how he spelled it.
His name is Makuve.
Oh yeah, because you guys aren't watching it sub, yeah.
Correct. Although I
I'm
will
like, how the
say,
fuck do you say this shit? And it's in Japanese too.
hey, fuck you, because you get the hieroglyphics translated for you. We had to sit through episode 13 of not understanding dick.
yeah.
So
Who wants
this
to
is
read
part
this?
of why I give characters their own names in my head. Because I honestly never caught anyone saying sounds that were Makube.
Oh, yeah, his name is Makuve. Hey,
His name is
Japanese.
Mansplaining
Oh my
Mike.
god.
Anyone want to read a little bit?
Sure, I'll do it. Makuve is a character in Mobile Suit Gundam during the 1-year war. Decadent and amoral Makuve was the commander of a huge mining operation in Zeon-occupied Eastern Europe, which extracted vital mineral resources to feed Zeon's war machine. He reported directly to Cassilia Zabi, taking great pains to conceal the scope of his operation from the other members of the Zabi family.
All right, stop.
The Hawaiian.
Stop right there. We're gonna go down a little bit. Read this first paragraph, and only that. Ignore everything else. Let's scroll up. Sorry.
Colonel of the Principality of Zeon's Assault Mobile Force under the command of Cassilia Zabi. During the Zeon invasion of Earth, he became the base commander of the resource mining zone Odessa. And was in charge of resource mining, transportation, and base defense.
Where have we heard the name Odessa before?
8th MS team, of course.
What was going on in Odessa?
Fighting.
Who
Warfare?
was stationed
Odie
there?
Death Balls.
Oh shit! What's his name? Action hero Mike.
Yuri. Yuri was in Odessa, and things didn't go so well in Odessa.
No,
Did
not.
We'll see where that goes later, but
Depends on who you ask.
Well, when the giant vaporization bomb dropped.
Oh, you mean the
yeah.
Exterminatus?
Yes, literally. When the Exterminatus dropped, and Yuri was like, "Well, yeah, let's blow this kickstand."
Let's glass this icicle stand.
Yeah, pretty more so. I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. But Yuri was reporting directly to this guy the whole time. I'm not sure if they mentioned his name, but yeah. All right.
Well, this dude is looking at a portrait of Napoleon as Cassilia explains Kieran's plan, which I found hilarious.
Elaborate for me.
The whole point of comparing him to Hitler and Napoleon is that Zeon is pushing further than it can sustain its power. So him looking at Napoleon and he's literally being the instrument of extending that power further than it can be held is hilarious.
Well, there's also this sudden talk of space noid identity and what it is to be a space noid, our beliefs versus Earth noids, which there never was like a clear moment in this. Going back to this, I didn't realize there wasn't a clear moment when they really started dividing themselves, like culturally.
Yeah, it just kind of like happened.
Yeah. Politically you see it, but like culturally it's fascinating. And despite the big line I always think about them is someone says, despite our culture only being less than 100 years old, and it's like, yeah, it's 0079. It's only been 80 years of this baby. You guys, it's weird you have a whole space noid culture. It's although there are examples. Ukraine and Russia have very different cultures, despite Ukraine not being a part of the USSR since about the 90s, if I'm correct. So yeah.
Bro, have you been to the South?
Yeah. Oh, they're very different. Yeah. But still distinctly American though. It's different flavors. That's almost like going.
Yeah.
Yeah. These Zeons are like, we are different. It's like Africans versus Englishmen in their heads at least.
So one of my favorite vaults in Fallout, like I don't know a ton about it, but I do. There's a vault where they split everyone into red team and blue team.
Mm-hmm.
You do like any amount of that to humanity. You separate us along any discernible line, we will go, fuck you, you're not on my home team. So quick.
Bloods and Crips.
Especially when the chips are down.
Bloods and Crips, Pyrus, yep.
When resources get scarce, your tribe gets smaller. And if you're not on the home team, you're on the other team.
Well, I mean, especially with resources, I was waiting to see if you were going to pick it up, Tom. This is where you start having your resource issues with Zeon in space of, oh yeah, we had a big war with the people who are possibly supplying us all of our raw materials we can't get from asteroid and moon mining. Makuve, go to Earth and start mining that stuff. Okay, Cassilia.
Yeah.
I
Real
Tom,
dumb idea.
I think Tom had to give himself a resource jar for how many times he asked that the other episode when he got on his soapbox. He's had to calm himself down a little bit.
As we move on, just before we go,
Move on to the old men talking.
yeah, a question. Cassilia's goal, Girin's goal, and Degwin's goal. Because we can say Garma and Dozel, they got their own thing going on. They're having fun times here.
Bro, Dozel just wants to live. I think at this point, like he's had his moment. Like he's the hero of Loom.
Yeah. And Garma's figuring out. But what do you think Cassilia's goal is?
Figuring out himself.
Girin's goal and Degwin's goal.
Power. Yeah. I think Girin might want the head of the family, if not Cassilia. I think there might be a power struggle between those two.
Okay. What more specifically? What if you can? If you don't have anything in your head right now, what do you think Cassilia wants?
I see. It's very interesting you asked that question on this episode because it makes you really start to question this episode for that reason. Like, especially with Cassilia going to Makuve and being like, "Ayo, let's take him down." Almost, at least from what I got from it.
Well, Cassilia hates Girin, but Girin is poised to be next in line for the family. He's de facto head of the family right now. He's the one out in front, being the face of the family, doing all the rah-rah Zeke Heil stuff. And Degwin is old, and eventually we'll push that toothless lion aside because now is the time for a man of action. Classic stuff. So, plus Degwin wants peace, and we know how that turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of that, we have, like I mentioned, the two old men talking in a jail cell.
Yeah.
Where Degwin's just yapping about Daikun.
With a giant statue of Daikun outside in their town square.
Yeah.
Who they never bring up unless they absolutely need to. They're saying their place, their nationality, and their colony is named after this man, but seems his literal essence is not quite as well invoked, huh?
Just a little bit, but I mean, just as much as the Emperor isn't a god.
What else?
We could mention, just to continue the plot, Operation V is mentioned, which I think...
Yep.
That
Oh yeah, Mongo's got a job for Char.
Yeah.
That...
And he gets a ship.
What was the name of that ship? It sounded
Falmer
like
Musai class ship.
The Falmer.
It sounded like Falmer.
The
Falmer
Falmer.
Musai class ship. Is
Like
probably-
Skyrim Falmer.
Yes.
Falmer.
No.
God damn it. That's why that rung a bell. Damn it, Tom.
There's no way I heard that right.
So,
Damn it, Tom.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. They must have just, because remember, this was supposed to be a prequel to a series that didn't happen. Yeah, a technical reboot. His ship, as far as I know, does not actually have a name. It's just another Musai class ship.
Yeah.
But they make it out to be a real special one called the Falmer here. So I guess there's your final canon check, if you want to call that it. But it can be the Falmer.
You don't get to canon check us anymore.
Yeah.
We decide to canon now.
Sure.
And then we get to meet Char's dumb crew. And Char's like, "Hey, you're dumb. What would you do? Don't look at me. Don't look at your men. What would you do?
So
Be dumb on your own.
you know what's funny?
Come on. Be a man. What would you do?"
Wait.
I'm not the captain.
Backstep is rewind. Tom, I want your thoughts on this one thing. About 17-ish minutes when the ship takes off and the propulsion jets shoot out. And it shoots it downwards, but it's going up.
I'd have to see the clip.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. It's like 1746, I want to say. Yeah.
The Falmer.
Hold on.
1746.
This
I'm
is in
getting the exact
episode
timestamp.
12.
Episode 12.
Char the Red Comet for those at
minute
home.
1740. That's this sequence of it taking off for the first time in its glory as it ascends, shooting propulsion jets in a downward angle.
17.
I didn't think about this at all. I saw it do a cool spin.
Come on.
It does
Come on,
the
Crunch.
spin, but if you look at the way the jets,
Okay.
like,
Okay. Char setting off.
just watch it take off.
Those are.
It goes. The ship is going up.
Bruh.
Listen, I'm not the
how did I
science
not?
man.
How did I not notice that?
Did I catch
Look
something
at him.
Tom didn't? I did it.
It's just on the edge of the frame.
Yup.
But it's still going in that. Because, like, I figured that was the. I mean, they do this unnecessary roll just to show you that Char's ship also has a cool eyepiece like Char does.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just on the edge of the
It's
frame.
on the edge of the
engines
frame.
are still burning in the same direction, but it's moving opposite the way.
I watched that sequence so many
That's
times
amazing.
and went, "There's no way."
That's amazing. Classic Xeon engineering.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Well, you guys see, actually, Badovsky particles reverse thrust. I'm kidding.
Shut up.
I don't have
It's a
that.
dumb ship.
No.
Everything Xeon makes is stupid looking.
I made it up. I don't know. I don't got an answer for you. One animation error from a fantastically
Gotcha.
animated.
I
show.
win. But yes, then we have the crew being dumb. I
Yeah.
apologize. I just had to bring that up because I watched that for the first time
So-
over and over.
So just my funny thing of Char being a Patrick Bateman, American Psycho like sociopath. He very clearly does not know how to pilot this ship, and instead of just saying, "Hey, I'm not fit to be captain," like a person with humility does, he does the narcissist thing of making everyone else feel like they're less, but still communicating to them that they don't know how to pilot, that he doesn't know how to pilot the ship. He's like, "Yeah, you can pilot it, bro. I don't know anything about ships. Tell me,
And
what
I
should I
have-
do?"
Well, and he's like, "I have no desire to be chained down."
Yeah, I think that's the most Char thing of it, is that he's like, why would I want a ship? Like, you guys are
What if-
literally here to take me places that are too far for me to get on one gas tank.
Like,
So
yeah,
shut up and take me there.
Yeah,
this stupidly designed, engineered ship is cool and all, but
the Musa.
my Zaku's fucking red and it's 3 times as fast. Get bent.
Yeah,
Mine goes to 11.
yeah.
You're right.
I was just saying the way he walks into a room and immediately takes control is super sharp.
Yeah, he's an Ubermensch.
He's the Ubermensch. He has powers
is what
we
they do.
not have.
And then we get Revel's prison escape. So
Yeah.
here's something to think about. Who broke him out?
Okay,
Isn't this?
Tom, would you like an article?
I mean, is there a legit answer to that question?
Click on that page for me real
Oh, boy.
quick. This is Johanan, Revel, Abraham
Looking
Revel.
at it.
All right, let's scroll down. Let's avoid a whole bunch of things. Let's scroll down. He's Lieutenant General of the, Commander-in-Chief of the Earth Federation Forces. 1-year war. Read the first paragraph.
Began his career in the Earth Federation Army, rose to Lieutenant General before being appointed head of the Earth Federation Space Force. He commanded the EFSF during the Battle of Loom, where the Federation managed to halt an attempted colony drop, failed to prevent the destruction of Side 5 or their own major losses. Rebel's own flagship was destroyed. He was taken prisoner by the Black Tri-Stars. Following the battle, entered peace talks, Federation planning to surrender. During these negotiations, Rebel, aided by Federation agents and Xeon defectors, escaped from Xeon custody and returned to the Federation. There he gave his famous Xeon is exhausted speech, where he detailed the poor condition of Xeon's military that he witnessed during his capture. Resulted in rejection of surrender, although both sides agreed to a ban on nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons by signing the Antarctic Treaty. So
Alright.
it really, it really was a let's not have peace, but let's decide the rules of the game we're about to play.
So,
Pretty much.
let's go
Like-
to our page for the Antarctic Treaty. Keep on talking, though, if you had.
So genuinely though, because this question is based on Char's line, we almost ruined a great bit of political theater there.
So,
Yeah.
Who broke him out?
It was, if you can't hear it over the phone, when the agent, who I can't actually tell if he really is Federation or Xeon, Cassilia is the person talking to the agent. Cassilia broke him out.
Yeah.
She
See,
says she wants to continue war as well.
Yep.
Right?
yeah, but it seemed like he was dropping hints to Degwin of like, hey, I can't do anything in here, but I also want peace. And then Degwin was like, I got you, dog, and walks out of the prison cell. So it could have been Degwin, and that's what I was thinking it was Degwin, but it being Cassilia is much more of a problem for Rebel.
I'm going to guess that it was Cassilia.
Yeah.
All we know in canon is that it was Federation and Xeon both kind of realized they wanted this thing to go on, because a treaty, my guess, would probably just leave Xeon. They probably would have given like side 5 to Xeon, and that's it. And the war would have just been an armistice ending. Xeon wants the full cookie, and the Earth Federation wants to get back at him. Hey, let's read this thing on the Antarctic Treaty, which we brought up at the end of the 8th MS Team episode a while ago. I have this for y'all here in general. Who wants to read?
I guess I'll do it since I haven't done it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the top.
Yeah, I'll tell you when to stop.
Antarctic Treaty was a wartime treaty signed by the Earth Federation and the Principality of Xeon on January 31st, UC 0079, and ended the one-year war. In particular, the treaty restricted the use of weapons of mass destruction, which had been deployed so extensively by that point in the conflict that the total human population had been reduced by half. Way to go. Following the Battle of Loom, during which Xeon forces destroyed much of the Federation fleet and captured General Johann Abraham Rebel, Xeon expected to sign a peace treaty that was effectively a Federation instrument of surrender. However, the Federation Special Forces team was able to rescue Rebel, who promptly gave a speech asserting that Xeon was exhausted from the war, which galvanized the Federation. Consequentially, the final terms of the Antarctic Treaty were drastically altered.
Let's go down to terms.
Terms. Number 1, the use of nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons, as well as large mass weapons such as colony bombs, exterminatus, is prohibited. The use of certain other types of weapons is restricted. The blueprints of nuclear weapons are made, or under as an annotation, I guess is the right term for that.
Mm-hmm.
The blueprints of nuclear weapons are made public. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Attacking the
Number
Jupiter
2.
energy fleet. Right, it's number 2. Attacking the Jupiter energy fleet, permanent lunar cities, and other neutral zones is prohibited. And it has 2 annotations. The first one being combat in neutral zones, such as Side 6 airspace, is prohibited. The second one being Grenada, which had been occupied by Xeon, is not protected by the treaty. Number 3, prisoners of war must be treated humanely. Wow, that's a big one. As an annotation, soldiers captured out of uniform are considered unlawful combatants and are not protected by the treaty.
All right. So, a lot of information there. Give me your thoughts first. I heard a few questions, objections there.
The blueprints of nuclear weapons are made public. How have we not blown each other to bits yet?
Well, it seems like we already did.
Half of the population is gone.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Of everyone.
I think that was everyone being like, all right, mutually assured destruction doesn't really work, apparently, so you guys want it? Here, you can have it. Everybody gets a nuke. Maybe if we do it next time, it'll work.
So going back to the 8th MS thing
right?
with that nuke thing, maybe nukes are... Because we've seen a colony drop is far more destructive than a nuke, as we saw. Nuclear weapons still with the fallout is very big. I'm going to go back to the 8th MS team. Do you have any thoughts on the way that they were fighting mobile suits and doing things in the 8th MS team in that ground warfare on Earth versus what we saw in space? Did you notice any differences besides that space versus ground warfare?
Xeon trench line? Big gun go daka daka daka?
Ah, there it is.
A nuke hits a larger area, so they can't really be in space where they can just escape it. You can't really be as fast, I guess.
Well, what happens to nuclear energy in space?
don't fucking know.
Miles, what are you
Tom?
getting at, man?
What?
What happens to nuclear energy in space?
That is a
In
Tom
the vacuum
question.
of space. This was what? It's an easy question. What happens to radiation in the vacuum of space?
It go
It
burr?
continues to, yeah, dude. There's nothing for it to hit.
Yeah, it's there. What happens to nuclear energy on a planet with air and grass and flora and fauna?
Oh, that you can still use nukes in space. They're just
no.
not as effective.
Yeah, you can totally
because
use, yeah.
the shockwave and all that, the burning, the fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can totally. I'm not talking about effectivity. What
No,
would
I'm saying that is what you get in atmosphere.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the burning and the fire
And
and
the
the shockwave and the
sickness. Well, the sickness is the big thing, right?
Well, I assume most of the sickness would come from dropping a colony on Sydney, Australia, and blotting out the sun.
yeah.
That'll do it.
Don't think about how that hasn't completely ruined the environment.
How
of
it
Earth
didn't,
more
I don't
than-
know, completely collapse the food supply.
All right.
Yeah. Where in the treaty was that part? The no throwing aside at a continent.
It-
Right here, number
That's
The
on
one.
there.
summit is technically said.
Large mass weapons such as colony bombs.
Yeah.
Is prohibited. All right. Well, we'll come
I
back.
like that. That's what
Alright,
they call it, large mass weapon. It's the technical term for big fucking rock.
Well,
Yeah. For
We'll-
Blackstone Fortress.
to keep moving on. We'll come back to that point. Maybe in one more episode of this podcast, we'll have a conclusion on that nuclear thing and several other questions we've had. So hey, General Revel gave a speech. Listening to this episode, you could kind of hear that speech in the background. By the way, our famous picture from the Mobile Suit Gundam eras of the Federation and Xeon guys smoking together, that is from this Antarctic Treaty thing here. This is probably one of Makube's guys and the Federation guy just having to smoke together that somebody snapped. General Rebel gave a speech called the Xeon is Exhausted speech. This speech is only in the first book novelization of Mobile Suit Gundam, so I had to track this down on a quote page on the Gundam wiki and do some research. We're not going to read this, but we are going to listen to it. So I'm going to have everyone mute their mics, and we're going to do this real quick, okay?
Also, I posted the picture of the two guys smoking. You
Yes.
need a reminder.
Fuck you, I'm on push to talk.
All right. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know when everyone can see it.
Watching.
Okay, cool. Everybody all good?
Active.
All right. And starting in 3,
Tom's muted.
2, 1.
Fellow citizens of the Earth Federation, I speak to you now not only as General Revel, commander of our armed forces, but as Johann Abraham, a survivor like many of you here of this horrible war. Despite the innumerable losses, despite the state our Federation is in, I appeal to you all. Xeon is exhausted. They have become low on ships, weapons, troops, even ammunition. Why then should we surrender to Xeon? Let us not forget the arrogance of Daewon Sotozabi, who had usurped power within Xeon, proclaiming the people of Xeon as the chosen people. He justified the idea that we of Earth are bound by Earth's gravity, stuck in archaic ways of thinking, incapable of grasping the new changes of life, and because of this, Xeon has no right to listen to the Earth Federation. However, although Daewon Zabi may be wrong about us as a whole, I will admit to him that if there were any true evil within our Earth Federation, it is the weak-kneed bureaucratic leaders of our government, unable to ever think for themselves, sinking into their own corruption. However, this does not excuse Daewon Zabi for attempting to start a dynasty of Xeon dictators. Even if we do the impossible and recognize the Principality of Xeon as a sovereign nation, we will never sink to our knees in surrender. The Earth Federation was founded on the ideals of individual rights, the crystallization of knowledge within Earth. If not for the Federation government, then mankind would never have even ventured into the starry heavens of outer space. But now, Daegwon Zabi's son, Giren Zabi, wishes to take his father's vision a step further. By saying the Federation is weak and backwards in its ways of thinking, Zeon has the right to slaughter everyone who stands in the way of progress. Does this excuse the death of 4 billion people? No! The Federation will not excuse his monstrous actions. And so, fellow citizens of the Earth Federation, will Giren send Luna 2 into Earth? No! Does Zeon have the ability to make troops from nowhere? No! Does Zeon, despite these facts, have the capability of defeating the Earth Federation? No! Giren is hoping that by bluffing and sleight of hand, coupled with the loss of 4 billion lives, that the Earth Federation will surrender to him. However, because of my good fortune, I've witnessed the truth, and I shall reiterate it. Zeon is exhausted! Now is more than ever, we mustn't falter to their demands. We must rise up as one unified Earth Federation and defeat Zeon! Long live the Earth Federation!
Alright, and we're back. And that is one of those weird things in Gundam where it's like, yeah, you kind of had to read the book. You guys can take yourself off mute if you put yourself on there. Any immediate thoughts? Any immediate thoughts?
Martin Luther King, he ain't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the Zeon is exhausted speech, which of course led to many memes, including the famous one. Oh, by the way, that is, we have to give big credit to, since we are just going to leave that audio in the podcast, big credit to CL Shadow 5114 on YouTube for that reading of the Zeon is exhausted speech. One of my favorite memes here is this meme from like several years ago on the Gundam wiki that was like, no, Zeon in fact was not exhausted. The war kept going. But basically what we didn't really get to see in those episodes is that Revel went and got to see firsthand what the Zeon troops were like and their conditions they were fighting in. I believe he was not actually just immediately thrown in prison. He was kind of just toured around by Daegwon in the main canon and got to see yeah, what stuff was like. All right, but yeah, we get to see that speech in the next episode. I just decided to do that now, but yeah.
All right, and that could be a good transition into episode 13, the 1 Year War.
Yes, episode 13, the 1 Year War,
where we start off with where we left off last.
No, sorry, but
Where, the training ship of Char and his band of dum-dums who pilot a ship stumble upon this Federation ship, which
Falmer.
just so happened, the Falmer. But yes, discovers this Federation ship that doesn't seem to be inactive as it's continuously moving towards them.
Yeah, there's
They were hiding in a ship graveyard.
yeah.
The feds were.
Mm.
And then they cut engines on right as they target locked them. It was bad timing.
Very bad timing.
I love when Char gets out to board this thing. You guys will hear it several times throughout Gundam, but if it isn't abundantly clear for my Hunter x Hunter fans at home, Char, he's the one who destroyed 5 battleships at Loom, is this series. Did you know Bungee Gum has the properties of both rubber and gum?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You
No.
will hear it.
God.
Many
God,
times.
no. Why? Why do we have to bring back that fucking clown?
Great.
By the way, Char's voice actor in this English dub of The Origin. By the
Oh,
way.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would fit right in.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Keith Silverstein, if I'm right. Yeah.
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 Quick question for Miles.
Yes, sir.
Is the I'm not sure if either Leo or Tom saw it. If you watch the ending of episode 12, there's a fully complete, well, not fully complete, a prototype version of the Gundam at the end of the sequence, which is now fully complete compared to all the other episodes. Is that canon or not?
Yeah, they're building it.
Oh, so that thing is fully canon? Okay.
They're
sorry.
building it. Yeah. That's what they're building. What this is literally the end of this episode is the beginning of Mobile Suit Gundam. So yeah.
I think that's why they broke into Amuro's apartment this episode.
Yeah. Well, Amuro's drive. I mean, if we're not skipping over,
the one thing I did like to point out is we did finally get an answer to what is on Char's hip.
yes,
Is it a gun? Is it a sword? And the answer is it's a gun sword.
Yeah,
It's a gun sword.
Cassilia actually has one
gun
too.
sword.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was going through
It's a
last
gun
episode.
sword with a cartridge in it, which is fascinating. It is like laser energy.
It's typical Xeon engineering. It's basically a pistol, but we made it longer than it needs to be and fancy looking. Why? Because we want to look pretty.
I love the idea once again that Minovsky left and they just raided his old computer and they found a drive that said "Do not open" and took everything out of it, not realizing that was his stupid idea folder.
Yeah, these are all the non-thrown away that should have been.
Yeah.
But we got this cool scene before the intro kicks in of the band of dum-dums not being so dumb with their warning shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, another reason not to put windows on your spaceship, because then when lasers go by, you get blinded.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, I'm already blind.
Joke's on you, I think I'm in a regular boat. And then we get Japanese writing on pictures.
A lot of that this episode. Miles,
yeah.
fuck you for that one.
All right, Kenny.
Big
It
ships
just says
going down.
ceasefire begins. That's
Yeah.
the only thing on there. That's it.
And then if you spotted it, we get one of the newspaper headlines. I think says territorial secessions demanded on Earth. Xeon is demanding territory on Earth
Well,
in these peace talks.
I said that Makuv was headed to Odessa. He's gonna either take it by force or take it by it being given to him.
All right. And then we get some new girl who is
this
just,
chick.
rich enough to have her space piloting license.
Well, so
and
you have
complain to her daddy about which conglomerate she wants to own.
this isn't a new girl. This isn't a new girl. This is
No,
Mirai.
actually, it's not.
Yeah, she was in a few episodes before. She met with
She is me. I'm just gonna go through all
Mhm.
of this whole sequence because it's all translated. So the first girl we see is Mirai Yashima. So do you want me to go through the whole
feel
sub?
free.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
her dad makes the cars everyone's driving. Cool.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
She's a rich girl, but she she's got a heart of gold and she's got the a not filled in eye line. She only has the black dots in the
I
eyes.
was gonna say that.
Yeah, she didn't have the budget for the full eye.
Nah, it's her style. And Kenny, if you want to go through them now, because we'll go back.
No.
Well, let's go
way.
through post Revel speech because Degwin is now pissed, which is funny
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Hey, Tom,
What?
do you happen to have the 13th episode pulled up?
I got it.
I can pull it up again. But
I
I just love how Trouble Steve here is still just completely beat to hell.
Kai, I'd like to think that Kai, these aren't beatings from the other day. He went back and tried to break in again, and they
beat
his
him
ass
again.
He looks just particularly because Kai always looks like this in Gundam. Spoilers: Kai is a person in Gundam. He looks so decisively more evil than our like blue-eyed hero Amuro. Our arguable other Ubermensch minus the blonde hair. He looks like a friggin' snake, bro. And then Amuro's like,
Yeah, his name's Trouble Steve, dude. He's trouble.
Get off my car, you peasant. I've got places.
I do like that Amuro has graduated to a moped, or from a moped to an actual car.
Yeah, he got his license. I'm sure
Yeah.
driving around Side 7 is like driving around like in a state with one driveway. There's not a lot of places to go. I don't know how
Not a
big
lot
it
of
is.
places to drive. Yeah.
Enough to get to school, completely ignore Fry, and then go back home.
But I do like that Trouble Steve here is just like, hey, you know how we figured out your dad works for the military and it's definitely on something classified? You better tell me or I'm gonna take your lunch money. It's like, hey man.
It's like, no.
Like, dude, you're the one beating shit,
That's
walking
fucking
up onto me in my car.
It's like, hey man, you remember when we tried to storm that government facility and I was the only one they didn't beat up? How do you think it's gonna go this time? Oh, love it.
And then walks
Great.
in and meets another officer here. Well,
Tries to con his way in, and they're immediately like, all right, kid, go sit in the holding cell.
Right.
all being
Because he's trying to think of a cool actual reason to be there, and then like he just gets waved off so much that he just crashes out, and he's just like, I want to know what Gundam is.
Yeah.
No. Is this guy's name William Cat?
I
No
don't
way.
remember.
William Kemp.
Kemp.
William what? Kemp?
Kemp. Yeah.
Okay.
K-E-M-P.
So-
Kemp.
It would have been way funnier if his name was William Cat.
That'd be-
Will Cat. But yeah, this guy is just generic Army Commander number 3. It's like,
Oh.
tell me what you know. I don't know anything. Tell me how you figured it out. Well, my dad doesn't lock his doors. All right, boys, go rip
Yoink.
everything out of his house.
Yoink.
Hey,
Also,
Love it.
scratch the walls up for some reason. Fuck that kid.
Yeah, you know what? Just fuck up the entire apartment.
the entire thing? Yeah, make it look like you were there,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, make it look like a bear attacked the fucking joint. Got it?
Yeah.
I did not know this. Please, someone click on that page for me real quick. This is William Kemp on the Gundam Wiki.
I want to see that man's insurance go up, the amount of damage you cause. All right, what you got? William Kemp.
All right, read it for me.
History?
Oh, just the
Or-
name. Just the name to begin.
William Kemp, or Willie Kemp, is a character appearing in Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin manga and its OVA adaptation, who's a member of the Earth Federation Forces with the rank of Lieutenant Junior Grade and the test pilot for the RX-78-02 Gundam.
Yeah, let's scroll down to September UC 0079. Spoilers for next episode of the first series.
You bitch. During Zeon's attack on Side 7, Kemp was ordered
way.
to board the RX-7802 Gundam, but was killed. What the fuck? While making his way there. when
Stop.
news reached-
Stop. All right.
Why
So
are we spoilers, though?
no. So this never happens. We never get to see this. I didn't know. This character gets killed off screen, and he's the reason why Amuro is the pilot of the Gundam in Gundam.
That's hilarious.
I did not know.
He
this.
literally is generic Army Commander number 3.
Clearly he's like a lieutenant. He's high enough in rank for these like security guys to be
His
reporting to.
purpose is to die so the main character can do main character things.
Yeah, and I didn't know. I was
This
just
is like if instead of opening a chest to get your sword in any Legend of Zelda game, you have to kill the man.
this is as if
I have to shoot Professor Oak in the head to get my Pikachu.
Not even that. You're a young kid in the village. Your name is Link. You don't know what to do. Ganon invades your village, and the hero of your village picks up his sword, dies, and you pick up his green leotard and sword. Literally, I did not know that literally until right now. Kemp is the guy who was supposed to be the protagonist of Gundam, and he gets killed, so we get Amuro.
Damn.
I'd rather have Cat. I'd rather have Willy Cat.
Willy Cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, spoilers. Plot happens next episode.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Keep on going.
All right. Willie here tells Ray the Giant. We got to see what's the little fucking thing's name?
Haro.
Robot.
Five minutes.
Get
Haro.
kicked around.
By the way, there is
Yeah.
someone potentially listening to this podcast that she loves Haro so much. Be nice to Haro. Haro is a Gundam favorite. That's the mascot.
Don't have to be mean to Haro. These guys do it for him by kicking him across the fucking apartment.
In a show of merchandise, he is the merchandise character. I don't have to be nice to him.
Dude,
Right?
we
He's
are
like
in.
Kate Sith.
We are in. Yes, literally Kate Sith. Actually,
You're welcome.
we are in 0079. You will see things in the 00100s, and Haro will be around, or different Haros. So, that thing, they, them, he, whatever you consider Haro, she, is going to be around. Also, I know we just left it, but once again, I love the idea of them storming up to the room, tearing all this research Amuro did on his dad's thing, and was like, all right, now Wolverine, Logan, come in, scrape up the walls. He's like, you got
Pretty
it, bub.
much. Although I do see this screenshot or this moment here, this frame at 10 minutes 45 seconds of episode 13 here, where Amuro is looking what looks to be upward into the balcony of his apartment. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, but he flips his shit regardless.
Yeah.
It is in here too. So there's one classic anime thing, and then one just why. The classic anime thing being that we go to Amuro is driving and looking sad, and it's like, wait, I thought he was in a cell. No, we immediately flash back to that. We get like 30 seconds of that story, and then cut back to the present. He's like classic anime thing of like we're at a scene, and then we cut for commercial. We're now past that scene, but we flash back to it, so when we're done with that, we can go right back into something else.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, have you ever heard of One Piece?
I refuse to get myself anywhere near that. There's too much of it. I refuse.
That's a fair and
Understandable
valid
take.
point. I will sit on the other side of that fence post, happy as can be.
Yeah.
Cool. Surprise 3D camera move, Miles.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's
Why?
last episode, budget time.
Budget time.
Of all the places, like, let's move the camera around Amuro to show that part of the room is also empty. Like, why?
Oh my god, yeah, huh?
Because the world
Why?
is encircling around him, and we needed a visual way to express that.
No.
Don't.
I just no.
We had to make sure that we could see that his corner was taken away. Too.
You know what? I'll give you Breaking Bad shovel cam if you'll give me that this is stupid.
Yeah. I also think part of the reason that we don't get to see a better view of the room, where the room doesn't look like as detailed or full of interesting things as you'd like, is this is literally a recreation of the room from the first episode of Gundam. This is a recreation of a drawing from 1979, so give him some slack.
Never.
No, I'm just gonna laugh about how much they wrecked his house.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know, Tim, they told Tim later, yeah, sorry, we had to come in and wreck your house, and Tim was like, I don't care.
He's like, I'm never there anyway. I never even locked the door.
Yeah, I dropped my kid off and then immediately left.
Latchkey kid all the way through.
Yeah. But then we get to see Scott City in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Which I'll give you that. It's cool. It's cool. I like it.
I see what you did there.
Oh, pun not intended, but I like
know
it.
what you intended.
The idea of like a tropical ass resort city in the middle of Antarctica. That's cool.
Yeah, you
I
got
like
the
it.
tech to do it.
Flex that science energy, humanity.
Oh yeah.
Show us what you got.
It's like a hive city, almost.
Not even.
Not as big.
Okay, Kurt, the scale of hive cities is like
Stupid.
it's like 50 skyscrapers just to like halfway up the top, right?
Or down, depending on which way the hive was built.
To its
Yeah, it's
credit,
like into the core of a planet, right?
It can.
to its
Yeah.
credit though, this is Antarctica, so I mean, even looking at the mountains, the size of this thing could be friggin' ginormous. Because there's nothing
Hold
else
on.
there. We get a nice
Yeah,
little.
you say that.
Proof of concept for Granada.
Yeah, probably.
Two.
They built this first.
And then we meet our first snooty admiral with just the craziest eyebrows around.
Ah,
Like, genuinely, his character model is like, no one's gonna remember his name. We need to give him crazy ass eyebrows so they can call him the admiral with the crazy ass eyebrows. But then we immediately cut away.
all right, here we go. This is probably the best thing I could find for Hive City.
40K.
Why is that?
40K. 40K.
We do fall into the prequel trap here, Miles,
Mhm.
where it's some of our characters haven't been put in the places they need to be put in yet.
Yeah.
So we need to do quick scenes with all of them going to the places they need to be.
Oh yeah. Sayla at Miranda
it's
Central
Sayla's turn.
inside 5. Yeah, so this place is wrecked. Do you want to transfer out of here? I hear there's a place inside 7. Looks at the camera.
I hear there's a
No.
place
Oh, that
where
looks like it.
just all the important stuff's going to go down. Also, 30,000 construction workers live there, and there's no doctor. Does OSHA exist?
Well, we defunded that.
What is this?
Oh, we defunded.
We defunded that. I'm sorry, we defunded that, Tom. It doesn't exist in the Universal Century.
30,000 construction workers.
Yeah.
You can assume. Let's go with one workplace accident a month on such a generous scale.
Slap a
amongst
Band-Aid on it.
30,000 people, and you have no medical staff.
So
See, here's what you do. You replace those people with X people who lost their free will but can still do jobs.
no,
Or you replace those useless meat bags with robots.
I'll let you know. Not
Ooh, that's
in
how you get to the AI war.
The robots are all piloted in Gundam. Also, Sayla is just she's that good of a nurse. She's that bad of a bitch. She did it. She's been taking care of this entire colony the whole time.
This is Char's sister we're talking about.
She's
Yeah.
You know,
The
Char, the
Ubermensch of
guy who
healing.
took down 5 battleships by himself.
the Uber Vif.
Jesus.
And we get to see our map one more time at about 12 minutes 58 seconds with all of our colonies, Earth, and side 3, Xeon, are one single closed colony, and whatever the hell Luna 2, well, we get Luna 2 and whatever the hell Solomon is. Keeping on, yeah.
Skipping right over Solomon.
Yeah.
Yep, and we got her saying she'll go to side 7, which after reading what I just did, that won't be bad in any shape or form in the present or in the future.
Plot must happen.
Oh, always.
Dice must flow. We meet pompous Admiral number 2,
God.
who is like,
God.
hey, maybe if we don't stop this, maybe we could just hash out the rules for how we keep this going and make money off it. I added the last part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last.
God.
I do
has-
like how nobody here is negotiating in good faith. So,
Oh, fuck no.
like,
Gop is so slimy, he does not have a first name, as well as I'm aware.
he's
Oh,
so
nice
slimy, his name is Gop.
Gop.
Yeah, Gop, he has a little daughter named Ingrid. Maybe we'll return to
That's
that
the
someday.
sound that slime makes when it hits the ground.
It's one letter away from the Dop. That's why he sucks so much. But yeah, he's like, yeah, man, military-industrial complex, love it. And meanwhile, Yoshiyuki Tomino is staring into the screen, like, do you understand?
So, hey guys, do you think maybe I have opinions about the U.S. military? Oh, sorry, no, I meant the Earth Federation military. Earth Federation military. Don't knock down my door. Don't stop. I said the Earth Federation military.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty much that.
Good shit.
Japanese. When was
Yeah.
our good guy Tomino born? He was born
Bro, he lived through occupied Japan and Reconstruction era Japan.
1941. He's 83. So yeah. Keeping it going.
And you go through all of Rebel speech.
All of Rebel
Bases.
speech, which we heard, and then Makube is there. He is there. at the place listening to Rebel trash talk them. So they basically, this was supposed to be a peace treaty, and then Rebel showed up and it was like, these mofos ain't nothing. These niggas ain't shit. We can beat them. And then they're like, heck yeah, we're gonna beat them. And Makube's like, just what you wanted, Cassilia.
Yup.
Yep.
It's
and
great then, because then Degwin walks in and grabs his gentlest boy, goes, "Get angry, son! Kill, kill, kill!"
Get him!
Like,
I want you to get out there and commit all of the war crimes.
the hardest 180.
Peace was that. With
Snap.
war.
Yeah.
Chris
Fuck him up,
Neosi,
son.
Chris Neosi delivers such like a little like innocent little performance as friggin' as Garma here for Degwin just to be like, kill more. It seems like this is because these two knew each other. This war in some level is a conflict between two old like college buddies, Degwin and Rebel here, because they respected each other, and then Rebel showed up and was like, they ain't nothing.
And then Rebel said, "Fuck y'all."
Yeah, you can beat them.
Crazy. Yep, the entire.
Yeah, everyone is
speech
listening to the
happened.
speech.
Yep, it
And
is.
everyone's listening to the speech, and Kenny's got our subs here.
And then a whole bunch of white text appears that no one else understands except me. But we'll go through them. So while the girl and the dad are in the car driving towards them at 1847, her name, Mirai Yashima, serves on the assault landing ship White Base, helm officer. And then the next character we see with the white text, Kai Shiden, serves on White Base, fights in battle as gun cannon crew at 1940. Fran Brow, the girl.
Frau. They miss. Can we talk about this scene real quick? I feel so bad for poor Frau.
Dude.
She's
so
picked
bad
out
for her in
she's
this
picked
one.
out this whole little outfit. She's playing with these kids that she's babysitting, and she's like, "Hey, boys, you want to come out and like pay attention to me at all?" And they're like, "No."
Nah, eat shit.
And then
It's like, one boy is like, "No, I'm listening to the news."
Kai,
The other boy
One guy
doesn't even answer.
Yeah.
and the
well,
other ones
okay.
are like, "Kai, can I talk to her?" And Kai's like, "I don't care." Girls are icky, bro.
He's like, "Fuck, I care." But yeah, no, I love Amuro. Is just like, "Hey, you want to come and play with the water?" Like, bitch, have you seen my apartment?
Doesn't respond, keeps on walking. But yeah.
Who is this third guy though? Who 3 children are able to just body into a pool?
Oh, you've met him
Yeah.
before. His name is Hayato.
Well, I'll finish with Frau Brow.
Yeah.
Serves on White Base, active in medical team, mess hall team, and childcare. And then Hayato Kobayashi, the one we just saw, or we're looking at, also serves abroad White Base, active as gun tank crew.
And gets bodied by children.
3 children, despite going to karate. So,
Yeah, some self-defense he's fucking learning.
and then we got our boy Amuro Ray,
Amuro.
serves on White Base, climbs into new RX 7802 Gundam, active thereafter as its pilot.
It says that?
Yes, in the
Wild.
sub, it says
Yeah.
all of it.
So that's why I wasn't worried about spoiling the stuff with previous pilot guy.
I mean, as if we all couldn't figure it out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
just.
get the gist, you know?
I was looking at the dude and I'm like, why does it feel like this dude's a character? And I looked it up while you were talking. I'm like, oh, this is who Amuro replaced. This guy, this adult man, is supposed to be the adult man piloting this thing, not him, and he just dies off screen, which is so good.
And then
Salem getting harassed by dudes on this ship.
Yeah,
Like
so
gangers.
here's another Tomia's weird things with women is she doesn't like threaten them or anything. She takes her headphones off and turns it up and is like, "I'm listening to the news." And they're like, "Ugh, fucking gross. She's smart." And they back off. Like, what was that reaction,
Yeah.
man?
So, earlier when we did Session 0, I mentioned that Tomio has some interesting views about everything, and you were like, oh, when was he born? 1941? You're like, okay, this is old, kind of conservative Japanese guy. I'm gonna let you know, Tom, you cannot place this man's political views on any spectrum. You are about to see.
It's probably because he himself wakes up every morning and throws 16 darts at the wall to see what he feels that day.
If there was, and this is, I'm just saying this is a little, someone who, Bryce, you guys know my little brother who has autism. If there has ever been a individual director besides Quentin Tarantino whose like opinions, beliefs, and in a good way are like autism fueled, it is Yoshiyuki Tomino. In the best way possible. That's not disrespect. You are about to see some stuff, bro, and I love every second of it. Bryce, little bro at home, he'd be laughing if he was here right now. Me and him will watch through this. He knows. He agrees.
He agrees.
Yeah. But yeah, Sayla's like, yeah, I'm the cool girl. Have a listen. Important things are happening. And I assume off screen they're like, I guess important things are happening, guys. We better get our stuff together. Harassing women's wrong.
Your treatment of the female gender makes me sick.
It's totally not present in over 90% of the anime I watch. Wild. Have you guys seen Lost in Translation?
The movie? No, I need to. I ordered a Blu-ray and they never gave it to me, so I need to.
Okay, well, there's a scene in that movie that kind of puts a lot into perspective about abusing women in anime.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
Good movie.
To finish off the white text, Sayla Mass serves on the white base, comms officer, later as active as core fighter crew. Real name, Artesia Som Daikun.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
Well, hold on.
Seems like this white base place is going to be pretty important.
Yeah, what do you guys think the white base is?
I think it's
you
what
see it
happens
in,
to
like-
Side 7 when it gets blown up and they turn what's left of it into the new Death Star. I don't know.
Well, hold on. There's more after the
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is that.
We see paratrooper Zaku dropping down to Earth.
Yeah, so he
Karma.
finishes his speech and we get to see a few things. So we get to see the invasion of Earth as it was present in the 8th MS team. We can assume Kiki and her dad and all the guys we met then are seeing these Xeon troops that they've never seen before drop in for the first time.
Hey, look, drop pods.
Yep. Full Starship Troopers ODST style before.
Helldiver type stuff.
Not really. It's more like Neil Armstrong landing in the sea, kind of
I just
lunar
meant
capsule. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
But-
as soon as they hit Earth, you just see Zaku's on the ground fighting immediately. And they have to fight a little differently than they do in space. And we see them fighting the way they move.
Yeah, we see a notable tank.
Yes, we get to see our best friend. There's and as we can see, they're not as dominant as they were in space. Cue Char taking out like 5 battleships at Loom, where your small size and your Zaku allows you just to fly behind it and do damage, but they are still very effective at taking down all of these core boosters and other Federation military jets. And there's a shot in here that I love, which is just LA, and you can see all of the city skylights going down as
Just going down.
Garma.
I just like
Garma
Garma
goes
as
to
the Hollywood
Hollywood.
sign.
Yeah, Garma it's written
The real
about.
reason he wanted to do ground warfare, so he could go to
Go
Hollywood.
sightseeing.
So
Yeah.
they bring it up in the books. Garma is intentionally sent. This is another like baby assignment for Garma. He is sent to Earth to be a pretty-faced, good-looking boy representation of Xeon for the living people on Earth and North America to be like, see, we're not so bad. Don't worry about the entire Midwest. Everybody in Alabama's with their like AR-15s trying to shoot at Zaku's like, damn it, I can't kill that damn green giant.
Do not disparage Alabama. Are you telling me that a bunch of rocket scientists couldn't pull off the best Ewok traps ever? You're not taking Alabama, man.
Well,
You're
yeah,
gonna need another Vapo
What's it
bomb
like
for that.
we actually don't know much about the North American invasion in Gundam. I believe there's more in the Gearden's Greed games. They kind of avoid America for the most part, but Garma is the commander of North America, or of the Zeon's invasion over North America. And Makuve goes, of course, Mr. History himself goes to the L'Arc de Triomphe in France and goes to where Napoleon was, because of course he would want to be there.
I knew there was something off about him. Of course, he's French.
Yeah, sorry, I was throwing up in my mouth because you spoke frog. French, come at me! Fight me!
Yeah.
Oh,
Still, what's more offensive, French or our favorite, our favorite tank there, the Magella attack? That entire top part
God.
can come off and turn into a ship, Tom. Think about that.
Bro, I will
he's
look at French art while drinking French wine, eating French cheese, listening to French music before I do anything with that stupid tank.
Oh. Well, there's that, and then there's the New York skyline.
Yeah, that.
Just on fire.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
flames. Good to see.
Don't look at this page because I haven't scanned it. But you can look at the image there. You can glance at it actually. Yeah, Zeon occupied New York, and so there's that famous picture from Mobile Suit Eras of the Zaku's next to the Statue of Liberty, which is a crazy thing because as far as we know, Gundam is actually still like a Mass Effect Halo situation where these countries do exist. So the United States of America had to kind of just submit to the stupid purple-haired child from space.
You know, good.
Nah, I don't think we did.
Yeah, don't
I don't
click on
think
that
we
page.
did, dog.
Do you think there is, because honestly, I would love to see, by the way, don't click on that page. There are spoilers on there. I would love to see a Gundam story that is civilians in North America during the 1 Year
Wait.
War
Fucking.
with our ARs.
I mean, if you're telling me that there's there's a redheaded 16-year-old girl guerrilla fighter in Southeast Asia, you're telling me that America just rolled over and gave up? Nah. Nah.
It's funny because they occupied New York. I don't believe they hit DC. What we do know is that the Principality, I guess there was a big base underneath New York City that Principality of Zeon got intelligence for, and that's why they went there. But yeah. It was a big hangar.
Box. Seriously though, like even in New York, like we've seen the effectiveness of like a well-placed RPG round. You're walking through
Yeah.
tightly packed city street. Like sure, you could take your big robot fist and just put it through the building, but like you're trying to take the area.
I'm just picturing some
So-
straight up Brooklyn hood niggas, some Puerto Ricans, and some Hasidic Jews with RPGs shooting in the back of a Zaku.
No, dude, I mean legitimately, I'm picturing that, but with like tripwires the size of power lines. Like
yeah.
you can
Just taking them out like
really, though.
AT-ATs.
Keep talking, because I'm actually pulling up some images. It's good Kenny actually showed that to me.
I don't
Yeah,
really
that-
have more Ewok ideas, but that would be really fun. Would like legitimately a live action and only show like pieces of whatever mobile suit you're fighting moving, like Pacific Rim style shots, but you never get to see the whole thing. It's all from ground level, and it's all Ewok trapping mech.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what we see in the MS eras with those screenshots. These are all little screenshots. I believe that bottom one's on Earth. That could be in the colony. We don't know, but this is pretty much all the stuff that's going on between now and the beginning of Gunzo. There's a Ponzi, Poland in March 0079 with Zeon troops invading Poland, which no comment there. You can make your own. You can make-
Dude, we've heard that song and dance before.
Yeah. Giran, they told Giran and he said, I want to do it specifically to be like him.
Yeah.
You already know.
He said that he heard Hitler did that and he said, I want the challenge, bro. And then there's more stuff that you can see outwards. This is from the Mobile Suit Era's PDF, which we mentioned in the last episode. You can find on Zeonic Scanlations. There's Federation troops crossing the Rhine River. A lot of cool stuff. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that was happening on Earth. There's a famous one I really like, which is some Zeon guys dropping into an uncontacted tribe that I can't find right now.
And then one guy opens his cockpit to laugh at him, and he gets a spear to the chest. And now the uncontacted tribe has a Zaku.
And that's when the show really starts.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
they're
Yeah.
like, what? Great.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yep. But yeah.
And then, yeah, we end on more putting pieces on the board where they're meant to be.
Yes.
With a state-of-the-art Minovsky-equipped ship that isn't it so fancy? It'd be a shame if anything were to happen to it. Like, I don't know, this guy called the Red Comet was following behind us.
Well,
Credits.
We meet one more guy here. We meet one more guy.
Yeah,
one
but he
more
was
guy.
stupid-looking, so I didn't write his
He
name down.
didn't have eyes.
All right.
So there are two texts that weren't translated for you guys. The one where the ship appears is Pegasus class assault landing ship, white base, and then the
Oh, no
character
way.
dude.
Oh, what?
And then Bright Noah takes receipt of the Gundam at Side 7, later leads ship as acting captain.
So I'll just say it right now. Number one, say hello to my favorite character in all of Gundam. Not
The guy that
Char,
looked dumb.
not
Bright
anyone
Noah?
else. Bright Noah is my favorite character in the history of Gundam.
He
Ah,
doesn't have eyes.
It did say acting captain, so I knew it was going to be super corn at one point.
So we'll talk about it when we get to it. I don't want to. This is where I got to start shutting up because we're getting to the meat of the show. Hey, my name's Miles Ross. I made a film called The House. Looking forward to making others. I got an next script going. I make films and love films about whiny little bitch boys. I love films about lame dudes because I myself am a very lame dude. Now, not that Bright Noah's a whiny little bitch boy, but no more in my life have I felt such synergy, such camaraderie with a character as just a dude, as Bright Noah, possibly in all of fiction. So as we go into Gundam here, I just ask you guys to you understand very soon why this little no-eyed man is my favorite character in Gundam. I think you will. It may take some time. You will understand why this good boy is my favorite best boy. Honestly, up there in anime, maybe. So yeah. But yeah, and
Exact frame I'm looking at. Thinking this schmuck?
this schmuck. And we see Tim Ray looking out the ship with New Horizons to his very detailed photograph of his son that's in the art style of the manga that this is based off of, as Char is looming.
Dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
And then we end.
Credits.
So,
And I had to text Miles immediately and be like, the fuck?
so
That's the end?
before we get into any questions, before we go on, general questions, what do you think is going to happen next?
Char is gonna attack the base. Willie Katz is gonna die. Amro's gonna get in the Gundam, and he's gonna fend Char off.
So,
And then a bunch of them are gonna run inside of the White Base ship as Side 7 explodes. White Base is gonna fly away, and we're gonna enter a new arc that's kind of procedural while we fly around in White Base and solve problems.
Tom is now leading points in the rank competition.
It's almost like I know how writing is structured or something.
Damn it, film school was cheating. What about the rest of y'all? Any big thoughts of where this series is gonna go, or things that are gonna happen, themes you're gonna see?
I
mean,
think
come
Tom
on.
kind of hit the nail on the head with that one.
That was basically a bullseye.
Yeah. But just in general, in broad strokes, what do you think the zombies are gonna do? Do you think they're gonna make it? Do you think our characters are gonna make it? Do you think Char is gonna die or Amuro's gonna die in the first episode?
God no.
No.
We spent too much time introducing them.
He's too much of a favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
Dagwin might die because there's all that like Cassilia standing behind his back, going like, "Hey, does someone want to say I'm an honorable woman?"
with the knife getting higher and higher.
Thank you for chuckling at that, Miles. I'm glad you caught that one.
Yes. Big predictions. Just give me anything. Tin hat theories. We're about to wrap up. So
Half of the zombie family are gonna die.
who do you think? Who do you think?
Kieran takes over.
Probably
Declan has a
Garen,
stroke.
Literally half of them.
Half of them will do names.
I
Guesses.
think Garma and Doza will live. That's it.
Yeah, Doza's unkillable.
There was a scene, I do remember this before we wrap up here. There was a line that Dozel said in I think it's the last episode, where he's like, he's talking about like plans blowing up in their faces don't come crying to him, and I audibly said to the screen, wouldn't you know a lot about things blowing up in your face, Mr. I survived a car bomb?
You will also
unkillable.
never hear Sasuro Zabi be mentioned ever again, by the way.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Sasuro?
Exactly.
Oh, is he the other guy?
I thought you were joking. Yeah,
Oh my
that's the
God,
brother.
that is
That's
funny.
the zombie brother. Yes, Sasuro.
Oh no, literally
I
in
legit
my head,
forgot.
he existed long enough to be that guy who got blown up by a car bomb.
That was their other sibling
Yeah.
who Cassilia spoilers. It was this isn't even
Sucks
spoilers.
to be him.
Cassilia puts a bomb in her brother's seat and probably was go on.
Trying to
Should
kill
have got the
Dozel.
Mongo genes. Jesus.
Right?
Yeah. What
Sucks
about
to be
our
that
friends
guy.
Amuro, Char, other guys? Do you think what do you think Char's goal is? Because it's clearly is different from the zombie families, or do you think it's not? What is Char trying to do here? Or is he just a good military officer now?
It's not for us to know Char's plans, Miles. It is
He
not
is
for us
Altharius.
to look upon the face of God.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say. He is
I
Altharius.
mean, if we are going with the themes of all of Gundam, obviously war is bad. Child soldiers because they're like teens at this era. So if they're immediately going to white base and doing whatever Tom said, obviously the theme of child soldiers being a thing.
If you
I guess
want,
is probably going to be a thing.
if you want ages, Char and Garma are about 1920. Amuro is 16. He turns 17 at some point during the series, and the same for the rest of his friends.
Yeah. So maybe those themes, I guess.
Do you think General
That's
Rebel?
not-
Go on.
I was gonna say that's not so much child soldier as like
Yeah.
let's make it a little more relatable. He just got his driver's license too.
Do you think Fra is gonna win over one of the boys' hearts, or
I
or is-
think she's gonna have a real bad time.
she has the big energy of like the one girl who because they all. Did they meet when they were kids? No, they didn't meet when they were kids. She has big girl who we've known, who's kind of been around us for a while, who's like our sister, so we don't think of her as a romantic interest. It has been so long that none of us are willing to, even though she clearly is trying to date somebody. I wouldn't be surprised if there was just not too many like young ladies on Side 7, period, as a military base. It's funny. But yeah. Any
Yeah,
last
we had on a cliffhanger.
yeah, cliffhanger.
Oh.
Any last big guesses?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, hey, before we wrap up
I mean,
here,
for me, it's gonna be a bit funny going from this anime, like 2019, like animation style, to what time period is it?
79, 1979.
70s anime
Oh,
is gonna be a
dang.
bit of a jump.
It's gonna kill me.
yeah,
gonna be
It's
super
culture
funny.
shock.
yeah.
Like prepare for me to be really annoyed. In,
So-
like the next run of episodes.
So
as I get used to this. Style.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird for you to get used to. I'll let you know by the time we get to late stuff, you are gonna start seeing some of like the sexiest old looking anime you have ever seen in your life. And I don't mean old as in stiff. I mean like funny enough, Gundam Seed digital slate animation back when it was cell animation. I promise you
Like,
that.
put way more effort than they should have.
When we get to Zeta Gundam and you're seeing like very well detailed like 80s joints and mechanics inside things, you're gonna appreciate that. But hey, Just zooming out for a sec, just real quick, what do you think of this prequel series? You've now seen 2 Gundam series. Congrats, everyone. Comparison to the 8th
Yeah,
MS
ooh.
team.
This is so much better than 8th MS
So much
team.
better than
Okay,
Ape
you
and
guys
So
Master.
like
much
this?
better.
Oh, okay.
So much better.
Oh yeah.
Fascinating. The fan base's general consensus is flipped in a lot of ways. A lot of people don't like this because of the little canonical inconsistencies, but
Fuck your canon.
I love all
Well,
of it.
it's
Well, if
okay
you
to
were
be
new to
wrong.
the series, why the fuck would you care
Yeah,
about
why
the
would
whole
you
thing?
question canon?
Yeah.
Honestly, if I wanted to start Gundam, I would start here. Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
I think it's like a pretty cool way to see what Xeon did.
Yeah.
It would also get a lot of the, what do you guys think sides are? Huh? Do you think, why are there reticles like that?
Yeah.
Why do you think we're firing like this? What's a Minovsky particle? Rob Schneider is a stapler.
Hey, all on purpose, all on purpose.
That is fucking diabolical.
We're
I love
already
it.
through it, by the way, but if you guys want anything regarding the origin, there's a nice website that's a nice resource piece. This is pretty much all the information we've ever gathered, but that's our episodes.
Yeah, no, this was solid. If you had shown me this first, I may be shitting on this show less.
Yeah, well,
Probably not though.
like I said,
Probably not though.
goal of this
Probably not.
broadcast, because for the majority of Gundam history, we did not have this till 2019. Your way of getting into Gundam is either Imp Mobile Suit Gundam Episode 1 from 1979, which sometimes is harder for people to get into older anime. Not for me, but for other people. I love my Gedarobo and Zabungaru and all that. Or you, like we did, stumble across, hey, what's Gundam the 8th MS team on Toonami? And then you watch that and have no clue what the hell a Minovsky particle and all this other stuff is. And then you get into Gundam and you're like, this also is not explaining what a Minovsky particle is. And it's like, yeah, you're supposed to read a book, bro.
Read an obscure piece of media and to fucking figure out the puzzle. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, because again, a lot of this information was in magazines released alongside this coming out. All right.
The best way to do exposition is to give your audience homework.
Yeah. As well,
Fuckers.
it's less homework. It's we want you to watch the show and buy this magazine.
Fuckers.
All
Would
right.
that stuff even be translated at the time, or would you have to find fan translations?
Well, Kenny, what do you
Ow.
mean? Are you not a young Japanese boy in 1979? you're supposed to be going to your newsstand and watching the hit Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh, of course.
And
Yeah,
seeing a
this is
magazine.
Japan. We don't care what the rest of the world is doing. If you like our stuff, it's on you to figure out how to access it. I'm
much.
sorry, multiplayer? What's multiplayer?
All right. Well, to end off, as a tradition on this podcast, let's watch our Toonami promo. Y'all ready?
No.
All right. We're going to watch a Toonami promo for Gundam The Origin, when it originally aired back in 2019.
Universal Century 0068. Chaos reigns as the Zabi regime exerts its control. But the one-year war is still years away.
What in the world is that thing?
Mobile suits are merely in development. But so is the scorned future leader of a new movement.
He has a keen mind. He's a special boy with many unique qualities.
Tensions rise.
Your father was assassinated by those Zabi fiends.
Allegiances are drawn.
Join me! Stand with me! On the battlefield!
And sides are chosen.
Who are they? The enemy. And I'm gonna take them out.
See the story that started it all, reimagined and gorgeously updated. Mobile Suit Gundam. The Origin premieres July 6th at 3. Suit up again. For the first time, only Toonami on Adult Swim.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I might have actually watched that if I had been into anime at the time.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, are you ready?
Oh,
Come look at my
Saw is ready.
Gentlemen, are
Why?
you ready for us
God.
to
What the-
begin
fuck?
Our
no,
watch
that's
through
Is this
a
him emptying his
global
back thought?
suit
I'll just straight gonna rip his shirt.
Gundam.
Yeah. Hell
Well,
yeah.
Hey, Miles.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of stuff behind you, buddy.
A lot of kids, my dude.
So kids.
Hey, you know how your car breaks down every once in a while?
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
These
I think I know why you can't afford to fix it.
these are from like 2022. I have not bought kits in like 5 years. I just haven't finished
just
it.
fucking with
Hilarious.
Trust me, I've not been spending like that. I'd be homeless.
Can I pay off my suspension service with this kit?
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you all for being here. Next, we'll get the dates in a sec. We will be starting Mobile Suit Gundam, the original 1979 series, next time. Thank you for being here, boys.